Welcome back everyone, this is Neonangel, and today we're going to be facing Gothik the Harvester. He is the second boss in the third quarter of the Curse of Naxxramas in the military quarter. His special ability is Harvest. He draws a card and gains a mana crystal. He uses Death Charger like so many of the other bosses in here. And the minions that he uses, they're all these unrelenting minions. And whenever one dies, you get the spectral version, and it does a damage to you every turn. So let's see how we do today.
Valera versus Gothik the Harvester!
My minions never...
The deck that I'm using against him is a mill deck. And if you haven't played a mill deck before, there are some very key components with it that you must have. You want to have the Cold Light Oracles. They're going to allow you to draw cards, but they're also going to let him draw cards. And we want to be able to fill his hand up, essentially, until he's just burning his cards.
Bring out your dead.
And probably the two most important cards for this deck are going to be the Cold Light Oracle and Gang Up. Because with that, you can just put tons of them back into your deck. And that's how we're going to kill him, is fatigue him to death. And you'll just do a ton of damage to him at the very end.
Shields up! Shields up!
And Bran Bronzebeard is also a great card for this because he is going to allow the Cold Light Oracles to draw 4 cards instead of just the normal 2.
Here we go.
And Preparation is also a great card with this because what will happen is he'll get out a board full of minions, and then you can use the Cold Light Oracles and fill his hand up even more. Then use the Preparation to do a Vanish, and that will force everything back into everyone's hands. And some of his minions will be destroyed because of that, because he has too many cards in his hand.
What we do.
Shadow Step is also a fun one where you can bring back the Cold Light Oracle and then immediately play it again for just 1 mana.
Death does not scare me.
If you're sure.
What we do.
Now, here's an example of him doing really weird stuff because he'll target his own minions, his own abominations, and kill them just to try and wipe everything out, but most of the time he'll wipe out his own board. And he'll do it at odd times, like before they even attack or anything.
Drink with me, friend.
And the Brewmasters are a great way to get back minions that are targeted with corruption.
Kill my minions.
Again, with the strange AI there, he could have killed the Brewmaster, but he chose to target the Death Lord instead.
Here we go.
Now I've got a Cold Light Oracle here, and I've got Bran, so some fun stuff can start happening. I'm going to start burning cards out of his hand.
Challenge accepted.
Trying to decide there if I wanted to go ahead and cast the Oracle again, but he was just going to fill my hand up too much, really, so I want to hold off.
What we do.
This is it. This is it.
And as you can see, I'm getting pretty low in health, but I've got Bran and several heals in my hand, so I can actually get up to full health again. I'm just trying to think about the best way to go about this.
My eyes are open.
I'm going to go ahead and do the preparation first, that way I can go ahead and draw all of the cards. And I was hoping to get a Vanish right there, so it would be only 3 mana. And I did. And I'm gotta be careful because I don't really want everything back in my hand. Well, it won't all fit in my hand. Some of my stuff is gonna get blown up.
Challenge accepted.
Return!
This is it. This is it.
Ride forth!
You love my new recipe.
And oddly enough, he does nice things for you, like the minions, the spectral minions that you get. Most of the time, he'll kill them for you, even though they're doing damage to you. Doesn't make sense, but that's what he does.
Does not scare me!
Here we go.
And he's out of cards now, so every time I can make him draw, it's going to be increasingly more painful for him. And whatever he has in his hand now, that's all he's going to get.
I hope you like my invention.
And I haven't got to see a gang up the entire time. Normally you want to see one of those that you can... Oh, and there it is. As I was saying, normally you want to see one of those to go with your Cold Light Oracles.
Here we go.
And I'm trying to be cautious here that I don't accidentally kill myself by doing something stupid.
My eyes are open. Ride I'll be back.
There he goes again, doing something really odd, wasting a turn just so he can put corruption on an Anoitron. He's like, no, I'm gonna hold back.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Here we go.
What we do. I'll be back.
Now if I draw a Cold Light Oracle here, he's gonna be dead. The other gang up, but not the other Oracle.
From the junkie.
Your history.
Hello.
Here we go.
What we do. I'll be
And he's going to be dead whether I kill him or not. He is going to fatigue himself to death, which was the whole point of the deck. Or I can just kill him with the Eviscerate here. So that's win number 1. And I'm going to go ahead and be playing through until I win 5 games. And what you saw from that is that you really want to get the Cold Light Oracles. Those are really the most important piece. So you can just force him to draw through the rest of his deck and just burn his cards or fatigue him like that. This wasn't really a great start here. I didn't get an Oracle or a gang up. And he keeps killing my spectral minions, which is fine with me. There we go with an Oracle. And a gang up. So at this point we have quickly made him go through his entire deck. My hand's completely full. This damage that I'm doing to him is going to add up very, very quickly. If I can survive here, I just need to survive another turn. There we go. Win number 2. Again, not a really good start, but the last time wasn't either, and it still worked out, so we'll see how this goes. And whenever he has an abomination on the board, you can almost bet he's going to kill it. One way or another, even if it wipes him out, he doesn't care. He wants to kill his own abomination. This is getting really close, but now he's out of cards. If I can just keep stabilized here. He's is going to be taking a ridiculous amount of damage here. He should be dead. Yep. Win number 3. He had a really fast start with those spectral warriors, but I was able to take care of them. Or the unrelenting warriors. But the riders are really a pain to deal with. There he goes, killing his own abomination again. I think he's done that every game so far, at least once. Not looking real good for me here, but there's still hope. Well, not so much anymore. Oh well, loss number 1. And you'll notice that game I didn't draw any oracles there, so that you really want to see those. At least this game I did start with one, so that's good. And I've got the other one there too. You really hate to put them out there without having gang up, but sometimes you have to. But I was able to bounce him back with the Brewmaster, so that's alright. Ah, there's the gang up. That's what I need to see. Need to get out my brain, and then we're gonna have lots of fun here. But I am nearly dead, so I've got to be really careful. Oh, there's the Hillbot. I need that in a bad way. See, just wasted 2 spells on the spectral minion that was killing me. Now I can make him draw 1,000,000 cards. I would be very surprised if I died at this point. But it's possible. But no, he's completely toast. That was win number 4. I've got 1 more to go. I've got the gang up, but no oracle. And he had no reason to kill his abomination right there, and that was just really crazy. He is terrified of the Annoyatron. And I've got both gang ups now, just need to see an oracle. That's really what I need. There we go. Now again, I'm pretty low, but that doesn't matter because I've got a Vanish in my hand and he's also out of cards. And he'll be dead next turn. Little overkill there. So win number 5. As you can see, this deck's a lot of fun to play whenever you mill him like that. There's something very satisfying about just doing loads of damage to him simply for drawing cards. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.